All right, guys. This is kind of a little. It's not as worried because I believe we're gonna make the playoffs. We're kind of locked in because Detroit is a few games behind us, and they're pretty much already kicked out. But it's a common trend. Have you guys noticed that at the end of the season for the past what's pretty much just the big three left town that important players have been getting hurt at the end of the season, and that's pretty much killed our chances of making the playoffs. Or if we did make the playoffs, I think it was what 2016 playoffs. Uh, the fucking let's say when the Sun Whiteside got hurt and Bosch got hurt, the blood clots. We when we need them, they're not there to help us win the series. So I always noticed that it's very it's kind of aggravating if you think about it. But I noticed that. So this year, and last year when Deion Waiters got hurt, and we needed him for those last few games of the season to help us make the playoffs, and he got hurt with ankle injuries. It's just so aggravating. And now we got Dwayne Wade and Hassan Whiteside hurt again, and we need them to help us get a better seating in the playoffs, a better position. Now, I do think we're going to make the playoffs by default. I don't think we're going to literally lose out and just fucking choke off and lose. But I do think it's very aggravating. Hassan Whiteside has a hip injury, and I think D Wade has if I'm not mistaken, he got a knee to his thigh, so maybe a bruised thigh, or some people say it's a knee injury. I don't know, but it's aggravating, man, when these type of injuries happen. They're out again for the second consecutive game. It sucks not to have them around because it's tough, especially when the Sun Whiteside's out. It's tough to protect the paint because people are driving in all over us because we have no rim protection. And when a Sun Whiteside's out, see, this is why I wanted to keep Willie Reed last year during the summer. This is why I want. It's kind of his fault why he's gone, but I wanted him to stay because although Bam Adebayo is a good player, he's a great player. He's too young right now to trust with minutes behind Hassan Whiteside. You needed a veteran like Willie Reed that's done great in this system and that could be a great backup for Hassan Whiteside. So it's bad that it kind of sucks that we don't have a real backup center if you really think about it, or a veteran presence behind Hassan Whiteside backing him up. So we pretty much have to depend on Kelly Olynyk and Bam Adebayo, and that's just not enough to replace Whiteside while he's hurt or whatever or out the game. Now Bam Adebayo does has good spouts in parts of the game where he's doing great at the protecting the rim, but he can't really do it consistently. So like I said, it kind of sucks to not have him you know with us at it's kind of sucks not to have Wade and Whiteside with us right now at the very end of the season, at the very important part of the season where we're trying to make a run for a higher seeding in the playoffs. But it's better to keep, and it's better to keep them and keep them out and try to figure out these games and get them fresh for the playoffs. But hopefully, it's not something that's going to reoccur and hurt us in the playoffs or whatever. Hoping these guys get healed up. But Son Whiteside's really been injured all year, and that's very alarming for a big man. Dwayne Wade, I mean, he's pretty much old. You expect these injuries. So all in all, it's not a good feeling, but we can bounce back. We can make up for this. It's the next man up with this team. I just need us to really I need the team to really lock in for these last few games and really for the rest of this easy ass schedule and win the majority of these games because the majority of them are at home anyway. But that's all I wanted to say about these. say about this. I'm just starting to notice a trend of these injuries at the end of the season that hurts us all the time. But yeah, you guys just tell me what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, all that good shit. And yeah, he left for 305 out. Let's get it. And sorry for the other video. Kind of got cut off and my phone storage got full the longer the video got. So it kind of cut me off. But yeah, he left for 305 out. Let's get it.